Hello guys, Raider Hobbs from Mack Corporation. Here we're going to get into some of the under CDL truck applications. This right here is a 16-foot, 20-yard container. It's standard, and then you've got the 2.5-inch hook bar here, so 54-inch hook and cable combo can. So let's get into the standard features on an under CDL can here. So this right here, like we'd mentioned, 16-foot, 20-yard container. You've got 10-gauge sidewalls right here. You've got a 4x4 by 1/4-inch top rail. You've got 6x2 by 1/4-inch main rail. And then the floor, you've got 3/16 floor, so pretty much 7-gauge. And then you've got 16-inch centers underneath the floor on the floor channel spacing. You've got 2 different style doors that we offer at Mack. On all of our standard cans, unless the customer specifies any differently, this is what you're gonna get. This is our standard door. So it's one door. You know, you've got your latches here, you undo that, take the pin out. This will swing around to the other side, and then you've got your chain that holds it in place. We've got a barn door where it's split doors. Now, for us, that is an upcharge, but the reason we do upcharge, I don't like doing anything with screws and bolts. We like everything to be safe and secure. So you've got some greasable points here. Obviously, you've got 3 hinges on the door. And then you've also got greasable points here, right under the wheels. This container right here really encapsulates Mack. This would be the most popular container we build. This is a 22-foot long, standard 30-yard container. These are by far the most popular containers and something that we have a hard time keeping in stock here at Mack. We moved to the paint room because they're moving cans all over the place. But we just talked about an under CDL truck. Now we're going to go to an under CDL trailer. So what makes this interesting? Well, we just talked about the under CDL truck was 36-inch rails. This is for a 60-inch rail. So you've got your Max D trailers, your PJ trailers, Horizon, Delco. I mean, there's many different 60-inch rail systems. So that would be what this is designed for. So this is a lighter duty can. I like to call it our economy spec. So what we would do on this is we do a 10-gauge floor, we do a 12-gauge sidewall here, and then I do put an 11-gauge top rail. I've noticed on some of the other system stuff, they don't give you a top rail. We always like to have this protection on the can. So that is the reason why we do that. Again, you'll see like your little cable hook here in the front. Part of the reason we do that is some of the systems have D-rings and you have to do everything with 2 hands. We put our hook in the front so that you could take a call in one hand, hook up with the other hand. So when we decided to start these, we were thinking about what could we do to make the consumer experience easier. Now we're gonna get in the door. The door is pretty similar to what you see on an under CDL truck or the CDL truck application cans. So you've still got your 3 latch system here. You've still got your 3 door hinges. You've still got your greasable inserts here. But we want to maximize the payload for the under CDL trailer guys. We want to make sure that, you know, we're building you a sturdy can, but at the same time that you can maximize your payload. So one thing that I want to talk about is the actual floor itself. So we were talking about, we do 3/16 floors, so 7-gauge floor on our standard box. And then one of the things that we do, we have 6x2 by 1/4-inch main rails, and then we have 16-inch centers here on our floor channel spacing. This, guys, right here is the strength of your floor. If you're moving these around with a forklift or skid steer, this isn't going to get penetrated. If you have something that's going to hit the floor really hard, this 3-inch channel is what's going to protect your floor. So that's why we do this, is to protect the container. So here we've got a floor that is getting painted. Now you're asking, why is this underneath the floor getting painted a weird color? Well, we use water-based paint here per our city's regulations. The one thing about water-based paint is after an extended period of time, 2 to 3 years, it'll go bad. So before the paint does go bad, or if we have an excess of certain colors, we will go ahead and use it as a primer for underneath the floors. One thing is these already have the locks or the stops on them. That'll keep your container from sliding back and forth, and it'll keep it from bouncing up and down.